What's up, guys? So the Pokémon Presents for August 18th, 2021 came and went. I cannot express the excitement that I felt while I was watching it. So just in case you haven't seen it, I'm going to briefly cover some of what happened really quick before I get to my thoughts on Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, and Legends Arceus. So if you have watched the Presents personally, feel free to skip to this timecode. So they kicked it off with the announcement of Pokémon Unite's mobile release date, which is going to be September 22nd, as well as announcing the fact that Mamoswine and Sylveon are joining Unite. Honestly, given the amount of data mines for other Pokemon, and the fact that Blissey is also coming out the same day as this Presents, and even the fact that they announced Blastoise what feels like forever ago, seeing those two get announced was pretty much a curveball to me, but I am pretty excited to see Mamoswine regardless. They also gave some updates for Pokemon Cafe being remade into Pokemon Cafe Remix. A massive amount of stuff is happening for Pokemon EX Masters since it is having its 2nd anniversary, and 8th gen Pokemon are coming to Pokemon Go, and it has something to do with Hoopa. Now, with that out of the way, the things I want to talk about the most are these two games, but I'm going to be starting off with BDSP. Now, when I tell you this trailer was a nostalgia trip and a half, I'm not joking. Growing up with this game to this day being one of my favorite games ever, and hands down my favorite Pokemon game, I honestly got a little overwhelmed. That aside, the updates that they made to it are absolutely fantastic as well. So let's talk about it. First, I got to address the graphic updates. Honestly, I think that they did a great job saving the train wreck that they initially showed us back in February. I'm still not 100% happy with it, but honestly, the complaint is simply that they are chibis, which I will get over. So before I get to the new additions to this game, I want to cover the mechanics that are returning and the updates that they made to them. So first is the Underground. With the Underground, they added some places where you can find Pokemon just walking around down there that are called Pokemon Hideaways. And the Pokemon that you see in these hideaways also change depending on the statues that you set up in your Underground hideout, which I think is definitely going to make the Underground infinitely more relevant now for me personally, because I know that after I got the fossils, I never touched the Underground again. And contests are returning, with the player now having a contest outfit similar to May and Brandon in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. The Pokeball stickers are also returning, and you can now cover the entire Pokeball. And honestly, there is an absurd amount of stickers that they are showing in this trailer, so if you loved that feature before, you'll love it even more now. Now let's cover the new features that are coming to BDSP. So first off, I want to say that the following mechanic from Heart Gold and Soul Silver is returning for this game, and if that doesn't save this game for you, then I honestly don't know what will. Also, as far as I can tell, only the Pokemon from the original games are going to show up in BDSP. And finally, you get some serious drip. I mean, personally, I think these outfits are absolutely amazing, and it was even one of the things that I had on my wish list, so I'm pretty excited about it. Unfortunately, as of right now, it doesn't look like the Pokédex is returning, but honestly, considering everything that's going on, I think that this game will be fantastic regardless, despite the slight disappointment. Honestly, I really think that this presentation saved the game. All of the changes that they made from the original are for the best, and I cannot wait to relive my childhood when this game comes out. But let me know your thoughts on the updates for it. I would really love to know what you think, as well as what you were looking forward to the most, or even if you still aren't interested in the game. Now, we move on to Legends Arceus, and oh my god, can I not express how much I need to play this game. I still think it looks absolutely gorgeous, aside from some of the stuff that still looks pretty rough, but it's still months away, so I'm sure it'll be fine, and this trailer blew me away regardless. From the new regional forms and new evolutions, to even being shown more of the Hisui region. That's right, it's not the Sinnoh region in this game, it's called the Hisui region. Now honestly, if you didn't think that this game was literally Pokemon Breath of the Wild, you definitely should now, because holy shit does this look like it's going to be a fantastic experience. You can craft items, get attacked by wild Pokemon, and even complete quests. So, real quick, something I want to point out, for my fellow Attack on Titan fans, I'm sure hearing the fact that you're going to be part of the Survey Corps triggered your knee-jerk reaction. And also, while hearing that your job is pretty much as simple as create the first Pokédex, seeing characters that heavily resemble Cyrus and Rowan, while still having a very unique Pokemon professor in Jubilife Village is a nice touch. So now, Bravery and Growlithe have gotten regional original forms. Bravery looks absolutely fantastic, and my jaw literally dropped when I saw the design. I'm assuming it's a psychic and flying type since they flat out tell us that it's a psychic type, and Growlithe looks adorable as ever, and I cannot wait to see what Arcanine looks like. And the typing for this regional form is Rock, and I'm assuming Fire type. And while we're talking about new things with the Pokemon, Stantler and Basculin have received evolutions. Stantler's evolution is called Weirdeer, and Basculin's is Basculegion. I think giving two of the more forgotten Pokemon in this franchise some evolutions is a fantastic idea. Not to mention, I was never really much of a fan of the design for Stantler or Basculin, but I'm absolutely in love with Basculegion's design, and I cannot wait to catch this Pokemon. Personally, I always forget that Stantler exists, so I'm hoping that Weirdeer changes that, and I cannot wait to see more Pokemon with regional forms or additional evolutions. Now for the combat. So I personally think in this game, Game Freak is getting extremely experimental and testing to see what the future of the franchise should be like. From wild Pokemon finally feeling dangerous with actually being able to attack the player, because I don't care who you are, but even though this is supposed to be a child's game, watching a Ursaring chase me down would make me shit myself, to being able to catch Pokemon without battling them at all, and finally Game Freak messing with the formula of how the Pokemon battles go. So in this specific example, they gave us Lucario versus Gastrodon. Since Lucario is obviously a lot faster than Gastrodon, occasionally it is able to attack twice in a row. On top of that, they are also introducing a new gimmick called Strong Style and Agile Style. Strong Style makes the move stronger but lowers the speed of the action, while Agile Style does the reverse. I think it's pretty interesting that they are adding ways to change up the battle format that they've kept largely the same for 20 plus years. Whether all these new additions will stick around for Gen 9 or not is obviously yet to be seen, but though it will be a complete mess to balance for competitive, I'm hoping that altering the turn-based system and having the Pokemon battles actually taking place where you stand will continue on in future games. Fortunately, they are being extremely vague on what Arceus has to do with the actual story, which may disappoint some, but I think keeping it more or less under wraps is a lot better so no one really knows what to expect. And I personally love going into games with little to no idea what will happen. But with that being said, what we do know for sure is that the professor has been to several different regions, which is where he caught our beloved starters. And I'm hoping that there will be references to the other regions that we will hopefully see in sequels to this game. Honestly, this leaves me with just one additional question outside of what Arceus has to do with everything. And in retrospect, the question is pretty simple, but will these ancient Pokeballs stay looking the same when you transfer them into home? Honestly, I really hope that they do stay the same and not get updated to the more modern looking Pokeballs, because I really love the design for them. That aside, I'm extremely excited for both of these games, which at the beginning of the year, I never thought that I'd be able to say that. But with that being said, let me know your thoughts on Legends Arceus as well as the Presents as a whole. Were you pleasantly surprised like I was, or were you pretty disappointed by it? If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you in the next video.